Hi everyone, welcome back again. In this video, I will show you how we can install Windows Server 22 over the VMware. So with all that being said, let's jump in. I am right now over the VMware workstation. So we have here an icon. We can click it to create a new virtual machine. Let's click this one. Okay, a new window will pop up for us. So we can see here that we have two options. I will go with custom advanced. Next. Keep everything as default. Next. Here we need to select the ISO file that we downloaded from Microsoft already. You should have this one. You can download from Microsoft and select an ISO image from the location where you put that ISO. Next, here you keep everything as is. Next. Here we need to put a name for the virtual machine. For me, I would like to give a name like Windows 22 SRV x64-bit. So by this name, it's you can put your preferred name, but for me, I would like to put a name like this just to understand it's a Windows 22 server x64-bit. Once I see it in the list, so immediately I can understand that this is a Windows Server 22 64-bit architecture. Here the path where the VMware will create the dependent file for this virtual machine. We can press next now. Here we have the firmware type UEFI. Windows Server 22 support UEFI boot, so we can the boot device. Next. We reach right now to the processor configuration. I pick here total processor cores 4. It depends on how much you have on your physical computer or physical server, how many cores you have. So for me, I'm okay with 2 by 2. Next, memory for the virtual machine. Here we can specify the virtual memory. For me, I gave 4 gigabytes, and this is enough for now. Next, here we need to check and pick the network type. For me, I will go with NAT, which is network address translation. Next, I will keep the IO controller type as recommended. For the virtual disk type, I will keep it also as recommended, which is NVMe. Here we need to create a virtual disk, so I will create a new virtual disk. I will keep this one as a default. Next, here we can store virtual disk as a single file, and I will keep the default 60 gigabytes. Next, here we need to specify the disk file. I will put the disk file as the machine name _01. That's indicate that this is the first disk drive. In case if I want to create another disk drive, so I can give it the 02 to understand the naming, and everything will be organized as well. Next. Here we can see the summary of all the configuration or settings that we have done. We can see here that's the name, location, version, everything here. And for me, the most important thing, we don't want to automatically power on once we finish after create this virtual machine. So we will keep it, unpick this one, uncheck this one and keep it. Now we can press and finish. Here the disk creation. We can see right now here we have the Win22 SRV x64-bit. Now we need to go for edit virtual machine settings. Click on this one. Now we have this window. From here we need to remove the floppy printer because I don't have printer here. We need just to confirm that we have UEFI here selected. We can save the settings and that's it. Now we have done the Windows Server VMware or VM creation. Once we finish the VM creation, now we can start up the guest operating system or the guest virtual machine. Let's hit startup. We can see right now the Microsoft Server operating system setup is available right now for us. We can click next, install now. Now we reach to select the operating system you want to install. We have here the standard edition. I will select the standard edition. Data center, I think it will have some packages related to the Hyper-V, I think, which is a virtualization environment for Windows. It will be included to create multiple virtual machines and already pre-configured for this purpose. But for me, I will stick with standard evaluation with desktop experience. Let's hit next. Okay, I will accept Microsoft software license terms. Next. Here I will go with custom. Here we have one disk that we create, if you remember, that's 60 gigabytes. I want to configure this disk and partition it. I will give 30 gigabytes for the first partition, apply. Okay. Then we have the second 30 gigabytes. Let's create the new disk. This will be as a D drive. Yes. So we see we have two drives right now, primary. I will pick the first one to be as a primary for the operating system installation and hit next. Here we can see that's the installing Microsoft Server operating system. Here we have the status, so we need to wait. I will speed up the video. So the last step is to customize settings. We need here to type a password for the built-in administrator user. We can see here that I have done this already. Let's click on finish. We can see here that we need to press Ctrl-Alt-Delete to unlock. So here from VMware, go and send Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Let's pass the password. We can see here that the operating system right now is ready. So let me just don't show this message again. Let's pick this one here, close. Let's minimize this one. So first thing, I need just to go to the display settings. I need to increase the font so it will be easy for you. Text, app, and other size. I will make it 125. Let's just close this one. First things, since we have a virtual machine, so we need to install the VMware tools. Yeah, install. Click this one. Yeah, run. Go with next. Here we have VMware tools setup. We will go with the typical one. Next. Okay, ready to install VMware tools. Install. So once we finish, we can see that the desktop right now expanded to fit the VMware window. We can see that because we have now the graphic driver and all the functionality right now, it's working and integrated as well with the host. So that means the guest can right now use the graphic driver and all the things that we have in the guest operating in the host operating system. So let's click finished here. It will ask us for restart. We will not restart right now. So once we finish the installation of the VMware tools, we will move right now to set the time zone. Please adjust the time date. You can see here that the time is not correct for me, so I will pick here +4 Abu Dhabi. Yeah, for here Abu Dhabi Muscat. Sync now. The time will be for changed right now correctly. Especially if you want to use this operating system to be as an active directory, it's important to set the correct time zone and correct as well also correct time. So let's move on right now to here. Let's move to the local server. From here we need to change the computer name. Let's change this one. So to change the computer name, I would like to give a name that's give an idea about the role of this operating system. For example, if we have a domain controller, we can call it like DC01. Why I put 01? In case if we have multiple domain controllers, we can 01, 02, 03 like this. If we want to have like a database, DBMS like this, 01. If we have a database, or we can name also SQL DB 01. I will stick with this name. I find it suitable for me. I will hit OK. It will prompt for us that you must restart your computer, apply these changes. So for me, I will not restart right now. I will restart later because I need to change a couple of things. And we need, in case if we need to use a remote desktop connection or using RDP protocol, remote desktop protocol, so we can enable this one from here, allow remote connection. This will give you a warning that this will make an exception in firewall that allow the port, I think 3389, to be accessible from outside. That's mean this will allow the remote connection from outside this computer. So let's hit OK and then apply and OK. Let's refresh this window by press F5. This should be, now it's enabled. Now we have done from the remote. So we need to set a static IP for this server. If we keep it on the DHCP, once we restart, it will take another IP. So it will be useless to have change the IP each time. So we can set a static IP for the server. To do that, we can click in this icon here, right click, then open network internet, this one, then click this one, change adapter settings, then right click here and check the status first. Let's see what we have here. Settings, I can see here 10.10.2.133. So we'll take this IP. We can check also the default gateway is 10.10.2.2 and the same for DNS. Let's close this one and go to the properties. From here, double click this one by the mouse and select this one. As we can see here, using the following IP address, we can give like 10.10.2.1.133 and the same subnet mask, 10.10.2.2 for default gateway and the same for DNS. Hit OK, then OK, then close. You can see this icon right now. It should be it's changed to this icon. That means everything is OK. So now let's close all this. Now we need to reboot the operating system. After the operating system restarted, we will issue a couple of comments to check what we have done is successfully set to the operating system. We can see here the host name right now is changed to the WinSQLDB01. Who am I is administrator. IP config, we can see here the IP is again 10.10.2.133. So we can see also the default gateway. We are able to reach the internet by Bing, google.com. We can see that there is a reply. So that's it. As we can see here, that's the operating system installed and configured successfully. So that's it. See you next video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.